Kwame Didikan, President Mahama, and the Facebook and the Twitter now the buying. Yes, I think that why you do my but people wouldn't understand why or my penina kasa ababe sadem. Kwame, 2008, Abranti Bini Fena Antonio Mazzoletti. Na Antonio Mazzoletti on a UN office, drugs and crimes, UN office, drugs and crimes, or a regional head of UN office, drugs and crimes in this country. And was say Nigerians gangs began smuggling heroin through the country, in this country. This is what you told the UN about this country. You understand? Then 2006, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency had described Ghana as the common transit country for heroin. Common transit country for heroin. And almost describe Ghana say it is no more Gold Coast, but it is Coke Coast.
Coke Coast.
Yes, yeah, coca. It's a cocaine in the short form. Okay. Then the following year, Patrick Smith, or the editor of newsletter African Confidential at the Reuters.
Reuters.
Yes, Reuters. Also say tons of cocaine vanishing from police surveillance. And it is extremely serious threat, not only Ghana, but entire West Africa. Chama na you cocaine na police for you. This is what the guy said. You understand? Anna, the yekanina was actualized by allegation. COP Neta Kofi Boachi. Indego and Elijah Abbas issue. Then Grace Asibi. And so cocaine issue. You remember that story? Yes. There's another 2 British teenagers be Albekai way back. One more day cocaine worth of 300,000 pounds. And to share laptop bags. They were arrested at Kotoka International Airport. Okay. And now, Mr. Honorable Amwati, and Kwanzaa member of parliament, this is in New York, so the cocaine. So all these things are not urban. These activities no actualize it. Then the WikiLeaks, I say, Ghanaian police helped drug smugglers evade security. WikiLeaks in 2010. He was talking about WikiLeaks, you know, say be a 206, 207, but it leaked in 2010. You understand? Was say Ghanaian police help drug smugglers evade security, described as also a cold coast. Ghana was on the radar of some international community. They were ready to blacklist it.
They were on the radar.
On the radar to be blacklisted. Kwame, and a President Kufodi Fiabem. So, that picture we say, any pair this one, the next will say, if say President Kufo, despite say the White House, say President Kufo Tnawa, it be like some of the international communities to be blacklisted this country because of how an year fighting cocaine was too shallow at that time. Now listen. Ora, Ntim Fordjour some now about Kwame, and you're very serious. I'm telling you, and you're very serious. So me a sure pass subtly. That is the reason why President Mahama himself had to respond, because it is going the whole world. One person, the sector minister, will come and respond to it. So no President Mahama no respond there. Kwame, it will catch fire. The whole world. And I say, when you understand the say the man is out to fight the very narcotic in the country. Jamaica, what I say? Yes. It was President Mahama. New tweet was say, government takes all. That's a paragraph 2. Was say government takes all allegations seriously, and to ensure a thorough and transparent investigation, I have directed all relevant investigative agencies, including the Narcotic Control Commission, the police, the National Investigation Bureau, and the National Security Coordinator, to immediately fully collaborate with the honorable member of parliament, so he provides all necessary information to investigate the allegations and take all action necessary to expose any drug dealings. Say you say ro kan ni na person say one e bia na MP ye propaganda.
Yes.
It is all your propaganda. All these security heads no will deal with you. You understand? And that's one your propaganda. Me wiase ahu and conform to Omagumi say they should investigate this issue. Kwabe. I will tell President Mahama say, "Ye besre no. E mane nya na nadu dan kokufu adu de ni binua. Ashawan kuta biometric passport to two kwan ye deport no a. Kwabe osabe rule this country. Yanti ho hwe a 8 months yanti obia panini bia yan sake panini bia no. Se Kwame establish say that Emirates flight N823 AM 3 AM no Kwame about this country not the preliminary investigation no say yes what the minister no sorry the ranking member no Ekan Kwame there's an iota in what he said. The first step has to go Kwame.
But I would see Deputy Director General for NACOC, the Narcotic Control Commission interview any the year now. So I say national security no Emma Womo the intel. Okay. Uti lawyer Chumberry my
yeah tell me I was listening to him.
Sir Wamunya intel say private jet etisa aba this country. NACOC esumai womo kokoye all the investigation and the routine checks are SS omo nyina with K9 omo sniffing dogs ni ade nyina no omo de call flight so oti ase echo search ya omo enhwehwe that same flight no but for president to have directed say womo koye further investigation no maybe MP nim bibia womo NACOC for crowd womo exactly. So probably no upon investigation invitation near the no Korea they will be able to ascertain say bibi wo honoma omonya aware as a state institution but for them their initial job by say a year requirement
cleared
yes exactly
almost say almost person almost say cleared all the bichi and our minister also say something wrong somewhere so that is I'm saying that the president Mahama nipa we to almost say omunya investigation say Kwame ankoye partial one na say ekokoye investigation the preliminary one will establish say there was an iota of a year the minister Nekana Kwame has to go to Kwame set the offense a deterrent to the others because Kwame they are putting a power back cano and they said and not Ben Ekano Kwame me shebe a year then a containers ira ni your ports customs officers or immigration officers or Kwame your police your national security everybody is there. And a container and one and you two. And then your container your top boss decided you go secondary school and will be a vanishing. These are big time containers. Kwame, Ira. What's the best committee baby? Kwame. Committee baby now sababete. Abra containers na Ira. There's some process Kwame one has to go through and say what to be you normal. And you then and conform a containers na Ira no. Kwame, see you go through the process. And you container did if you honor and confwa through our office, we have to question them. Kwame, see a good answer, they can be sacked. And as a containers no say go through the process. I mean that was stolen. So security agencies on honor and you then a container need to be it will be as our containers. So Kwame has must be road.
Now, let me bust your bubble. Ye di gusu a ye di nkomoya ye jumedi. We've also intercepted.
I was saying mambo bibi akwaba and for Mega TV and platform we eso. Enti we ensema Kwame Ziega and so ediatuk ebia. Yemfa credits ema ye Kesben FM. Na uti ensema Kwame Ziega kana. In some way, no. Opesa wani Mr. Speaker, omublemu yura John Dramani Mahama. Opesa omublemu no. Because omususu se Ntim Fordjour the claims no meki no. There is something somewhere. enti no e wo say omo fa say konya no so na omo di blame yewra John Dramani Mahama yem president of Republic of Ghana. No, Ziega, sometimes aya monye being fair in your analysis kakra because the timer yewra John Dramani Mahama responded to Ntim Fordjour. I think that Ntim Fordjour make claims on the 1st of April. That was last Tuesday. And I stand to be corrected. Adechin yana yewra John Dramani Mahama. Attention was drawn and posting on the Facebook wall and in the X handle. Now he was so fast to react and it was very amazing. Let's flash back. Brother wa Bible. Se claims biba na yekokasi say ya. Do we hear from Akufo-Addo at all? Do we even hear from him? Maybe so. Sometimes he obekasa. Sisi abanda pa esika semini niema and some of Babonti ebeka ya say at the end of the day no, this woman will be what? She will be what? She will be clean as holy water, clean as filter paper, clean as white handkerchief. Ampa ene maame no ehu ye clean anameboa. So ehu ye clean na wawunim, ehu ye clean na wawunim. Sometimes aya na Ziega mun sembi amukeka no ho no. Mama politicize everything. Opese mo chere say yewra John Mahama how Obabonti be responding. It was so quick and there is nothing wrong with it. So, a ranking member of a committee who asem no see o me Babonti abeka not the president of the land no one kasa etimi be responding. It tells you how serious that president is and it tells you how ready the president is ready, how ready the president is and ever ready to solve the problem of the day. It is Yewra John Mahama enye mfunso bia and in some Ziega o kan na chemu a Ntim Fordjour claims there is something fishy somewhere and there is something true about it. Ono anka so de ne ho no say evidence na ho aye din abon je se dun so se bi ebo akoko. Etiri sebi eburu sebi nyato ebo abokoto ono ankasa nsem o kan no he come back it up with evidence ntisi wa running wadwana kote defense and interior committee no a oye ranking member no echi se omombra parliament no ombe briefing no what you say we be that one kasa ablakwa said you know ye ni niema no or the bible tia now the evidence at all nobody will chase him for that. But Ntim Fordjour say ono de e dia ba omo endi nachi emmo no hoya tututu omo won saade no na omo man fans na on release evidence no. Why can this be done? It hear me the same draw some Fitchini studios of Joy News. In fact, one for ndi agro the name okachon say he is a liar and in fact a big liar. I went to me and provide evidence. He will be arrested by Ghana police, and it is true because there was a deal being Sanaho. You can't get up and mislead a country like Ghana. When you have a money for hay, when you have for hay, see didn't Hudra. Me one no worry. Young Charles McCarthy, our Kesben TV, Kesben FM. In fact, also didn't sema to ja. What you say? But then Mr. Speaker. Na wutie nsema Charles McCarthy kan eduru baabi a sebi ebu sebi nyaado o kan kware pa eduru baabi nso opeso oblemu NDC se omo research niema yie omo mfa nkofo bi nhihye baabi a woso omo de hihye eno nti ama all these informations a intel ne de kan ka ho Ntim Fordjour nyaaye na oye do kwese Ntim Fordjour nya intel papa nka he has been stuck with evidence of family but to me. Eti Charles McCarthy nsɛm ɔno nso ɛde to edwa ɛwɔ Kesben TV, Kesben FM na me koba daka ina ɛbɛto aso. Na so subscribe to the channel na like it mo di na share na foforo enye bi ahwa hanom still remains your number one authentic platform Mega TV. Enti nsɛm ni bi yakoba ɛbɛto aso.
Omo. Wadi nkomo.
Ni osofo akasa. Sa nso na wabo video government communicator Felix Fosukwachi nso ni Ghana for Dinkomo on yesi Okutuka International Airport. We got much as minority and Ghana ni bia what responsibilities so beboa amanyo se na Ghana betumpo na ya kwatia no bone ne na asefo. Important to say we'll grab our facts right before you become public. Now, Yako Kanye says you catch a man sign. And Nkrumah Ntim Fordjour, MP for Asin South, on a addressing press conference. He addressed a press conference in his capacity as ranking
member of the Defense and Interior Committee.
And now I may expect to say he will be all cooperating. He'll be willing to still be share bodies are president are directly say unsure. Me who know Facebook post be news will produce a benya. Or indicate to say he has other ways he will explore parliamentary ways available to him. Say or drag the agencies to parliament for a response. And that he is not ready to meet them. I saw a screenshot of that flying yesterday night.
Okay.
I was trying to get it. Yeah. You see, you say this. Does it not confirm near Felix can say you say only or my inviting I was on go? Because you said you will not meet them, but you are using other alternatives available to you as an MP to get them to come and respond in Parliament. What does that mean?
That means you are not willing.
You are not willing to share. You will meet these bodies because all the conditions are better there. No, you made a word claim. Our public space. President, I will tell mine Queen Kesse no so tea and one na. Or see as some who can so. And you know say national security and I before police omuni unshia. Na information bia wo no. Fa momo. Na boa no mutimi eyeden. Enso sa de we ano. O mamba pa bia wo kwa asori a wo wantete ye wo asori mu. Will cooperate. Every reverend father or sofu bio wo man mu a was me de me po man we nkoso na wodi nsam ko tudwa na president ma wa kwanya kese we a you will not run from it. You would want to stand by it, speaker, and prove to the bottom that indeed you were not speaking from speculations. And yet unverified information being obedient amount. And now you want to run with it.
Okay.
Speaker, if you are another journalist in Dinkomo.
Okay.
That is Joy News TV. I don't know, is it the guy is Elton Bobby or so on Dinkomo on this same subject?
I want the pause also, right?
Yeah. He couldn't confirm. No can you say intercepted now or intel no intercepted. They don't know who is behind it. Play na bano
on to mean reason to play na besigana. He cannot say for a fact, say, a med no, a befa cocaine, a befa sika fire na say, cocaine fire, this is a quantity. He has not been able to do that.
I see.
You see, when you intercept document, so we intercept document, what it means is that you know details of the document. Mamin compare to whoever he want to emulate. Or software person or copy a black one. He want to emulate a black one, but with a low budget a black one.
I see.
He's a low budget a black one. He's nowhere near Sammy. Sammy Kasema or the document the count. Any allegation that Sammy Okuda try in opposition, he's backed those claims with evidence, verifiable evidence. Ziega, is that not the case?
Exactly.
You don't chase Sammy for evidence. Nobody chases a black one for evidence. Akufo-Addo never gave a black one a dog chance. Say, corner will need security agencies in court transit. At best, a lawsuit and a black one in return. At best, every revelation of Samia Black Wadiabe he got a lawsuit in return. Who dear way, you have a handshake. The president says, go and meet the people in charge of investigations. Let's dig down and uproot this menace. Also for Johnny. Now also so.
Why not so?
Who?
Somebody anything.
Ina man kwan about 12 foot to go nipa maybe I was Johnny quick.
Foot no about na
But what he's saying is afterthought.
Speaker, kind sa letter now or say NDC Fordjour.
Na be me pay or no post now or no post now or no na ehia me anya NDC for he could not substantiate this letter. I don't want you to gratify this letter. Or see a trauma no but only copy. Speaker. Letter
or say NDC Fordjour at the blockade.
They address it to him.
But this is signed by James Agaga.
But he could not. You see, that's what you are giving this letter oxygen. The man who alleged before was Charles here, no, or say letter who here, and cannon sa me boy. Now, mum, a war your friend that time page or Twitter, me boy. You asked him what if you want to sign or say any matter for later. Why would you want to waste time on this one? Ziega. No, why would you want to waste time on a subject or no say for later? Let's put it later. When it's ready to discuss this letter, we will come to it. As far as I am concerned, reading this means you are aiding and abetting crime.
Oh no, but he made an allegation.
Allegation he could not substantiate.
No,
you know.
McCarthy Tobias. As at the time the man was mentioning, said there was a letter. No, I said not mean chance upon the letter. For that reason, I even questioned, say, why not trust our letter that the man? And we have been able to dig that letter. And I just want us to read to see, say, the occur here any claims or make here against this letter. No, does that justify or not position I will take here?
I agree
for the purposes of the Ghanaian people.
In journalism, you are right. But the fact of the matter, they say, letter now or can one change your sign. So as to whether James Agalga sign we. And no na Rev Ntim Fordjour can you don't know. Because Rev Ntim Fordjour told you categorical. Say only what sign letter no.
Exactly.
So you will not be right to reference this letter. Because
so you were expecting say Quebec
Canipa letter now. Then you
because he is unable to mention
who wrote the letter. You cannot purport or suggest say sa letter in here. No, Speaker Samibua, tell me. No law class will this one be accepted. So or kind of categorical as the letter no. Miami committee member James Agalga and a signed letter now Speaker. Then you are right. What will letter James Agaga sign? And ne what kind letter way? Not James also for we are or board double tones no. Or back catch also. This is not what he was talking about. What will you do? Or what then yeah. Are you getting my point? And yes, journalistically you are right. But based on the conduct of manner within a year interview, no, it gives you away if you do this. And you know what I am saying is a fact. Because one child who wrote the letter, and that as I know, opposed to several letters on his page. Which letter specifically is he talking about? Written by who?
Kismet.
Ziega.
Kismet.
Yes, my God, to meet you. Oh, person, you might be out.
What do I need? What do I need? Nipa na also or ye juman. What teacher juman? On a made juman I did. One man na Kenya. Nanke so or chilem. So let an James the Troy. Let an Ebia away your friend. Felix the Troy letter. No. It makes it easier for reading and references. Now, my producer and share now no Troy. Until I make us or not willing to cooperate with the security agencies opposed to on the Facebook. If that is also not true, or man you see, asamaba a serious matter na abano. Cocaine na omudi abano. Saying
the details of it.
How much is it?
Okay.
Plain menu in all. In fact, or no can 2 aircraft.
Yes.
Explanation now Felix Diabano makes it 4. Makes it 4.
Because
first one buy and a 2 rescue mission. Yes. And it makes it 4 with details, with permit numbers and what have you. Correct. So now the burden lies on who to prove. And then he who alleges.
Kismet.
Exactly.
Yes,
he who alleges must.
He who alleges is the one proving it. Unfortunately, Rev Ntim Fordjour catch one of Pai say national security for moon and fans no. Where will you get this thing? And ye Ghana, and a man for mu a man for he and now could do a co bone crew. It trust some kakaka to a mine Ghana and penny for you now so. Na fancy move browse national security mum and then fancy mumra. Oui. Senior Rev Ntim Fordjour and when our betty we have you. You have alleged. Prove, bring evidence.
You are smartly comparing that to the Eno Okudzeto, right?
That is what I'm saying. In the case of Okudzeto Blackwa, or the evidence braille or the documents braille, it makes the work easier. We see where a low budget Blackwa. This is a low budget Ablakwa or a revered Abronye. Making wild allegations without any substantive document to back his claims. Highly unfortunate. A member of parliament for that matter. On top of it, they say he's a reverend. Namia Semini Ayenesana. Speaker. Oba ye no ka so med ba ye no odisika se ne ba Ghana no okra cocaine say ambulance no say ba ye no na the purpose the mission for coming to Ghana was
and he was still making the concerns ambulance no na why the dem as at the time
and America just say afterthought. These are afterthought.
Those queries in here afterthought.
It is afterthought. In the press conference, did he raise this question? Was this question in his press conference? Sugar.
Me too. I didn't
hear that. Who tell me say? And I make say afterthought. Or that dreaming hono. Or the buyer now way the response by let me take advantage of the loopholes. I say ambulance there and the next say no be yare. And no be and then we say no di neighbor say cargo dia ever no. So when you were speaking, when you were telling, when we were addressing the media, what did you know? What was the set of facts available to you? then na wunim then na wahu we intel na what airport ho no then na achrew. What I say, the intel should have given you these details. That makes you credible. You can't credible witness. We call law court.
Yeah.
A witness must be credible. But this witness do not look like a credible witness. Because this witness don't have facts. This witness, Mr. Speaker, cannot or could not stand by his claims. Me see, Elton brought Benini Kasaya. You watch the video and you ask yourself, when I hire doing? So you don't know those behind it. That be just saying a black guy no. And Kayeni na read Well, I said na black guy no yeah na as speaker and Kaye draining them. Kaye hold no. You see, if you want to learn correct. So I say, upesi usua de ni o ye die entwa kwan. Oba no the evidence kan ho. Say plain we ba yi aduma be ye ni we de be ye ni me evidence ni. Then you leave them now to come and do what? Answer, respond. Because you've backed your claims with evidence. Otherwise, now who can know your speculation? What to say playing about? What to say light I do? What I say? And I play for fat and untinu and your money laundry. How will you talk like that? Nia minister ni diabana. Is it true? Say plenty me emergency landings are now. Is it true? If true, is it true, say, Bibi say, omutimi stop here refueling, any nasi for? Say, nyano krea, na waka say nyano krea. Is it true, say, Ghana can't, in the case of Bakuna or say, no muhiya European license and European,
yes. Can
Ghana do that?
And the minister says that Ghana is capable of doing that. You know, Rwanda need position to do that.
So I'm asking, Rev Ntim Fordjour, and Kanopa only Wukasano. You should have contradicted this and said, this is not true. Ghana is not in the position to give those licenses or those permits. And untinu, ya minister ne kano, ye mungu, and some minister de betuja na nyano kre. What the play menu na aba, wa ma for. Or the video account, I watched it. There's video evidence to inspections that are more now. You couldn't show us one. Was yen you would need because you the reverend I show with anyone say. I say no, we will not. We are not part of his congregation. He can cajole his congregation. Some of us are not part. You see, it brings us to you can reset now man for see a pekasa ya no a din then na your mama ba ye in chair airport we mo reset wa
oh na so reset akoso ho ana
reset when I go to airport
obo bia ho ho say as deputy director
reset
na din ya
reset
no onye reset no din
onye reset you see Ziega, reset call whole year. If there's been a proper reset, an overhaul of people occupying strategic positions at airport who would want to give fake information out or no? It wouldn't have existed.
You think so? Be within the airport now, all that lead.
Ntim Fordjour airport. And Ntim Fordjour kept referring to his intel. Intel your day.
Obi man
information. And the Nepal need more airport or if the person is not at the top echelon of the airport managerial team, Ziega, how would you know? Because airport, Obia ID card or no, and a chamber be obetimi as staffers. Some cannot go 2 places in airport. A big to me call equity tarmac so. They get it. And you know, only part of those who have that ability to go up to the tarmac. I'm gonna privilege to some of this information.
And the people are there can want, especially near the airport.
That is it. So they leaked it. And so now we're not going one thing. You can't airport that same. How much me area any organa? Me ko boss to airport to so where will Facebook okay? Man, trust you speaker. Omo remiani. Me suni pa boni for the yehu bida. Ene money. Yeah, the be kan ko na kire mo. Se ne tie no. Se mo fa mo aba be boa mo. Mo fa mo aba, you will repeat. You see, in our case, nyame na wo twen. And 21st century AI God. Siga. AI nyame won twen. Instantly not or yeah near my day di 1 year yeah or the 3 days yeah or the 1 day yeah AI nyame with the moon try and agro before you realize na at a medimo you see, to uproot a government you just need a strong propaganda machinery to be able to pollute the minds of the right thinking people.
But in your assertion, not on the basis of lies.
Not on the basis of lies. But then, so let's devise. Let's use people who are perceived as refined by the people. And you know, Rev Ntim Fordjour in the past history is one of the finest MPs in Parliament.
Yes.
But check. After MPP went to opposition in 2024 till today. Check his public utterances. Abronye promise.
On our person will label this, maybe because of issues about.
Oh, Speaker. McCarthy was papa or yeah first now or yeah fine. I mean Mkanjo. I say it. You go America. A teacher, I will tell you, say a teacher. And I'm telling you. You can do comparative analysis of Ntim Fordjour in government or in parliament up to this time or about opposition and compare the Nyama Wakeka. Is that the same Ntim Fordjour, you know? Is that the same Reverend Father Winimuna? No. But sister,
I see.
He has allowed himself and he will be used in the wrong way.
But why did it take government so long to come and respond to this?
How long did it take government?
I mean, the allegations were made somewhere early part of this week, right? And last week it cried, and then it took almost a week, getting to a week. So now what you mean? So if the evidence and everything is available, I mean, why should it take you so long?
I cannot be in the position to answer why it took them so long because many government spokesperson, neither with national security or government, no. So I'll be disingenuous. So if I attempt to explain why, Speaker, it took government that long to come and respond, but you see, when you are resetted, you don't reset proper. You will get some of these things. Until be in town, and your boy machine pa. Oh, di bonus wa di suyi. Reset, but be a name with the phone now. Come back to factory setting. You now put on new apps. You are download new apps so you can control it. You own only OTP, no. So I say,
yeah.
You know the OTP, you know your passcode and what have you. Me more being setting the OTP my own may use to disturb you. I say, ebe how? Speaker, ebe how nipa. A man for Pejuma, a bit super concerned.
Oh, we have important me kind of here. Good morning.
So I say, yeah. A man for Pejuma, a bit concerned. The concern our party, they are contract they do concern. Yes, sir. Go and stay home and do your concern. Asa.
So this is how Charles McCarthy and so I didn't say to Ida. And yes, I mean, can't be. And I know a lot of people will be disappointed either in me or Charles McCarthy. When I realize it's a Charles McCarthy, he is an NDC person. Now Okasa Ewa Cry FM oni na Naija Akunum Kwabena Bubian Sanum listo wenum na omo fire bringing the MPP whoop NDC whoop position and MPP whoop power. But the moment Ghana fokoto aba edema yewra John Germany Mahama any NDC abaino. Charles McCarthy was changing the ways. How I know si bo MPP for chi are no supporting NDC no. And there was son. And we don't know. Meaning the appointment been na or expect say obenyon. And now say appointment been na or expect say ni nipa bi benyon. And o man for man. And then all of a sudden what turning the back against NDC. I don't know. Because utie ni insema mita following and say pa utie insema or kind of Facebook and name how I see a cancel Kesben TV, Kesben FM. I sometimes abhorring, I sometimes embarrassing, I sometimes a threat to this government. I don't understand. Say Charles McCarthy will be promising to say money to me and the same receiving at one farm banana. Have you ever noticed that now Okasa Mugabe shows were inside politics, TV SYZ, in fact Power FM, and then we just Uncle View. Inti yembisa se even okodi ambidi minim but me my monitor for a quite long time as he said this in power onkobio it could be say appointment in near briso pebi and a man for man and then they be why na do say unya any time biana he will blast NDC inti Charles McCarthy yura say yes I win na show ti me na de kai kwaku aidohu kai akwa we dey say allotagicus they have regretted. In fact, they are even ashamed of themselves. Say, Omuko Jine baby boy NDC the bonnet, Omuko Jine baby a whole year John Germany Mahama, any NDC and crop for Birum. Because any they feel like and Komunya and Komu party because any party are locally creative and the party in Kofonia Jahon. A lot of Ghanaians, majority of Ghanaians, about 70 to 80% of Ghanaians have accepted NDC. It is Uncle from Binyanko Mo joining. It is Srawada, Charles McCarthy, farm manifest, and fire DB and Cotton baby, and go by any massy. You are John Mahama Sheniama. A dear was so Yebiano. He is trying to do that, and that's quick. I would as quick or cotton honum responding Ntim Fordjour was one of the best decisions that will make here. Yeah, can't you blaming Ntim Fordjour now because Ntim Fordjour or no, and I was inquired they could provide the evidence or breakwa or making allegations. Said the younger or could do tabla kwa ayeno. It is a whoever makes allegations must prove him or herself. When Tim Dia, I was saying the law must take its course. The law must deal with him. The law must, by now, taking him to what? Cells or prison. And can be prosecuted. Because you can't just get up and open your doors and make a presser and make false allegations over a country that we are building, over a country that we are resetting. Inti sanity Tabusia, Memfa Winsi. Let's also document betum na muhu adwenchire. BBT Akoso Hanum still remains your number one authentic platform Mega TV. You go so serve the best of videos what you say. It the Ebekosu Biano, the Beba, your Babe Sum or your platform way. So Macro Bibia, Mema Michi for United States of America, Mammy, and go push it out. Mambro ye bi UK and will be paying Ghana. Mambro ye bi I busy the platforms Royal BTV for when it cobon continue the echoes will Royal BTV. Na Mr. Wada Adaruma. But what did I subscribe to Royal BTV because Mamma Juma or Bono sini paa yɛkasi afutu sɛm ɔno ankasa gyina mu a wɔtwa bi ɛti na yɛnkɔ de yɛnkɔ subscribe to Royal BTV na yɛmfollow no na biribi ntimi nkɔ so makra bibia bye bye.